Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Workout Game Out. I'm your host as always, Jacob Reef. Today we got our relatively normal crew, just the three of us right now. Of course you have me, Jacob as your DM. We got Eric playing our Arden Goliath Barbarian.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Then we have Lorena playing our Silverteth Druid. And then we have Temperance, my boy Cameron. Go and say hi, Cameron.
Hi.
The invisible sombrero. I love it. Yep. So last we left off, I'm going to try to do a quick summary of what had happened. Three of our PCs had joined together, needed to go down to Phandalin, and Phandalin had a bit of an issue coming into the town with some bandits. Not really sure their full motive on what needed to happen or what was happening, but they got information from the dog. We had our first battle, first combat rounds, and only had one casualty, I guess. Worked out because our boy Little Timmy was able to save the day and roll a nat 20 on a medicine check.
Clutch.
That still blows my mind to this day. Like, Cameron, I don't know how. I don't know if you fully understand that, but like, yeah, for real, it's Little Timmy is becoming a power to reckon with for sure. So yeah, you guys are done. We still have our knocked out halfling bard, unfortunately, in the bushes. But you guys see the wife and other brother move up to greet you guys. They peek around the corner, and then they just kind of see that, I think there's actually a dead body on their roof, a dead body in the middle, like in front of their door, like splattered. There's no head on one of these guys. They walk around the corner. What is your guys' next step?
Check on Timmy, and I'm going to say to him, "That was a valiant fight, young warrior. You have proven yourself this day."
Yeah, I think little Timmy at this point is kind of just kind of looking at a stick and just in amazement and just like kind of like, man, I knew I was powerful, but I don't know, like I probably could have killed him if I wanted to, but like I didn't want to, so
I can foresee an epic destiny for you, young Timmy.
oh my god, Mom, if you saw anything, like, you would have, like, totally been so happy for me, right? My mom's just kind of, like, slightly concerned, but, like, she goes over there to hug him, and it's like, oh my gosh, my baby boy is safe. I was so scared. Where's your father? And he's like, oh, I think we saved him, and he's in the house. Yeah, he looked kind of hurt. Just a few daggers in him and stuff like that. Are you guys still doing conversations here, or are you guys doing more?
So, I want to ask again if you will help carry my friend somewhere safe. But I need to go check on him.
Okay, so you're going over to him?
Yeah, you're going over there. And, are you going with him, Arden?
I asked you if you could help me pick him up, because I can carry him.
Yeah, I'll go over there just to see what is going on. But first, I turn to Silverteth and say, "Healer, Timmy's father's inside and very hurt. Please look after him." And then I just go over here.
Okay. And before anything super happens, so Silvateth gets that sort of suggestion. If you could, I think at that point, Temperance, it would just be Temperance doing this. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
5.
5?
Yeah.
You see that your master is gone.
Oh.
He had disappeared. And yeah, rounding the corner for you, Arden. I guess I'll give you also a perception check as well.
Okay, let's see how this goes.
Oh, not better.
Little better, not much.
little bit.
Still coming down from my warrior's high.
I'm not that hard, and I swear, or I don't know his name. Look, man, I knew he was here. I don't know what his
Yeah, you guys.
This master, is he imaginary or?
I swear he was. You know what? I'm going to hope. I'm going to hope. I heard.
Okay, so at this point,
Confused.
I would say Silvateth finally goes in to the house, and go ahead and give me a perception check as well. A perception and an insight as well.
Okay, so 18 for perception.
Cool.
And then you said insight.
In an insight, yes, please.
Ooh,
It's invisible.
nice.
Woo! That's a nat 20?
Yeah.
Is that a nat 20?
Yeah, it's not 20. Yep.
Wow.
Good lord. Okay.
20.
25 total.
Holy cow. Okay. Dang.
Tell me all the things.
So, you... Jeez Louise. You see... okay, so... Basically, you see the character that came to you and gave you that information of where the egg was for Teth and things like that. He's in the corner. He's got... so the father had like passed out from exhaustion, not feeling well. He's still got some of the daggers in him, but dragging him away is who you see as he drags him into a portal. And with the nat 20, I'm going to say that you know this isn't the same character. Like the way that it's walking is slightly different. Like it's a little bit injured. It didn't seem like the person you had met in Neverwinter Woods. I think that's where we had you. That was a different person. It's the same look-alike person, but he's different in some ways. And you see him dragging him through. I would say you have like one action before he pulls him completely in.
Alright, so since I'm seeing this, we're gonna say Silvateth, she's going to call out to the person who's dragging him. So yeah, I'm gonna call out. I'm gonna call them out, see what's going on. My goal is to hopefully, like stop or at least get a better idea as to what's happening.
Okay. I would think that would be a persuasion check. If you want to go ahead and do a roll. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'd basically just be yelling like, "Stop! Like, what are you doing?"
Mm-hmm,
Because I don't recognize them, so I'm just like, "Oh my gosh, what's going on?" So yeah, we're gonna do persuasion. Let's hope this one goes well. 11.
Yeah, he looks up for a second. You see the white eyes, completely, kind of unfazed, honestly, by what you say, and he says, "It's meant to be," and pulls him in one last time, and with a 20 insight, I think as he pulls him in, you see an outline of with a nat 20. You see multiple, like it's a strange like graph, multiple views inside this. Like before, you've seen a portal open up, I believe, a few times, and it was just completely darkness. But with this insight, you look into it and you see like it's kind of like a diamond, diamond reflected views of things, and in those you can see more characters of this person you met, multiple of those. You also see a few fathers being pulled in and being dragged. You see some of them to where he wasn't dragged in, like just like these multiple dimensions at this point. You see all the possibilities that could have come from this interaction. You also see an older version of Timmy in one of the refractions for that nat 20. And he's looking like he is a darkened person. Like it's strange. Like all you can see is the eyes, because he has this cover up hood and things like that. But all you see is the eyes, and you recognize them as little Timmy's eyes.
Timmy went evil.
And they disappear. Maybe if I can GM. Oh no, they're in the.
We must stop this now. Kill Timmy.
Yeah, boom. Holy cow. So yeah, Dad is gone.
So, like I said, I was gonna go check on her because he's making me feel crazy, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna go check on her.
Yeah, I would say this was all happening while you had walked into to check on Idris, and walking back around. You can double back. I mean, I would assume you character wouldn't know that this was happening. I guess at some point, no, yeah, because she yelled out. You mentioned that you yelled out, so I think at that point you guys would have heard something happening. Go ahead, yeah. Yeah, anyone that wants to, go ahead and give me a perception check, because I would say Arden as well would try to check out what was happening, right?
Big rolls today.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
I got a 10.
Oh my god. Alright, yo, this is insane, guys. Okay, I would say, yeah, Arden, you kind of were like a little bit delayed. I think, so you kind of run like around the corner and see like everybody's eyes widen. Temperance, all you see is a portal kind of like closing in an empty room. Silvateth, and if anybody would like look at little Timmy saw everything as well. He rolled a nat 20. So I think from where, if you guys can,
he saw himself in the future.
He saw himself in the future, and he kind of like recognized himself and things like that. I would say with a nat 20 insight, you would recognize that as well. But basically, where he's positioned right now, he could see around over your shoulder, sort of thing. What everything you saw. The mother and the brother did not see anything. Yeah, the mother would probably turn around at this point and just kind of be like, "Well, what's happening? I heard you screaming. JD, is everything all right?" And she's kind of like trying to walk into the house as well.
Okay. I turn to Timmy and I look at him and I just say, "I'm sorry." And we're going to try our absolute best. I was like, I will not fail you.
Then I come around the corner and just ask, wait, what happened? What's going on? Timmy, why are you sad?
Yeah, Timmy's just kind of like staring down at the ground, like just like he saw like the most intense thing he's ever seen before.
Someone tell me what's going on!
Oh my god.
I'm just Silvertouch over here like, whoa. Why are you yelling? Like, okay, she doesn't say like that. like I'm just be like, hello, like I'm so sorry, but why are we yelling? Timmy is right here, there's no need for this.
Timmy is my best friend, and he looks distraught. It worries me.
I don't understand what I saw. It was a lot to take in, honestly, but I think I saw my dad and some black guy like take him, and then I saw me. I think, I don't know. It was weird. You guys saw that too, right? Or I guess Arden didn't see it, but Mom?
All I saw was some kind of work thing closing. I'm kind of in awe right now, if I'm being honest.
So some magic man has stolen Timmy's father. Am I understanding this correctly?
Yeah, and then Timmy's just kind of like, yeah, I think someone took my dad, and I think he was still alive, but he had a lot of stab wounds and stuff. I don't know how long you could survive with that, like that, but oh my god, like can we go for like help or something? I don't know what to do. I mean, you guys seem cool, but I don't know how much you guys are helping out with the portal, and I don't know. Mom, what do you want? And then like Mom's just kind of like scared out of her mind too, because she doesn't understand what's going on either.
Wait, Temperance, are you inside or are you outside still?
Outside still.
You're outside still. Okay. Okay, so never mind. Then, alright, I'm just gonna like grab Timmy by the shoulders and just look at him and be like, Timmy, what do you want to do?
Timmy kind of like is looking down for a second, and then at first it's just still kind of like a daze of not knowing what to do, and then he's kind of realized like from the past, like not even like a full hour ago, he resurrected somebody from the dead and did a whole bunch of other cool stuff. So he's just kind of like, okay, I can do this. Like, he takes a deep breath and then has a thought. You could see like the wheels turning in his head, and he kind of realizes, okay, I mean, we could go into town, and it's like, we got a cool sheriff. We could talk to him, and he might be able to help us. He might know a little bit more than us.
I think that we should get these guys into a more populated area. I think that might not necessarily keep them safe, but I think that being out here is definitely not helping, especially considering the bandits and the portals. I would like to get them into a more populated area, at least till we get this figured out. And what do you guys think?
Quick question, how old is Timmy?
Timmy's like 10 years old. He's not super old.
Alright, I was like, this whole time I thought he was like maybe like 6, and I was like, he's like really smart for his age.
No, this guy. No, he's very intelligent for 10 years old. Still, he's. You could tell. This Nat 20 insight's going to be rolling for a minute in this area. You could tell little Timmy is something special.
He's the chosen one.
Yeah, for real.
I also like leaned down to see me like a little bit closer. I just whispered to him, "Who is the really big, scary dude?"
Your big scary guy. Are you talking about my buddy Arden?
I just look over and go,
This is a big old smile. Yeah, I know. He's a cool guy. He like, I mean, I've only known him since today, but and I gave him some of my food, but I mean, I think he's pretty cool. He's a cool guy. And yeah, I'd say I don't know where did you come from? Actually, I don't know what's happening here.
I came from north.
North.
I do not know this area well. I know that I came from the mountains up north.
The mountains
There's
up north.
a lot of mountains.
I mean, there's some like mountains. Actually, I forgot where the mountains were that you came from. Actually, you were coming from you were coming up from the north.
Oh,
So, yeah. So you're coming from the Crypt Garden Forest, and that is down south.
Okay, so then roll back. I come from forest, the south. I know not much more than that.
You probably came from the Crypt Garden Forest. Yeah, it sucks here. Like, it's really spooky, and my mom tells me not to go there. And then you see his mom, like, kind of just nod. And just, yeah.
That is perfectly understandable. That area is fraught with danger.
That is definitely no place for children.
I mean, I think I could survive, but I don't know about you guys.
You are a mighty warrior. I have no doubt that you would be okay.
Okay, in this moment, Silvertop is going to, just like little mind link to Temperance,
Yeah.
and just say, Temperance is like, is Idris okay? Do you need me over there?
Am I able to talk back? Okay.
Yes, yeah, you can.
For sure, yeah.
No, he's gone. I have no idea what happened to him. And this other guy doesn't even believe that he was even there. So I don't have a clue what happened to him. I don't know if it was the same guy that took Timmy's dad or what.
Okay. Oh, and then I do remember from the last episode we did. I had checked on him, and I saw that he wasn't like in a deadly state, right?
Yeah.
That's what it was. Okay. So I already know. So and I did already request Temperance. He's just worried about it. Okay, so then I just say back to Temperance. Temperance is okay. I can tell you that he is going to be fine. I promise you this. And I will be out there in one moment. There is a small situation here.
Right. I need to talk to you later about if you mind me traveling with you for a little while until we at least get to a town.
I'd say the mom at this point kind of just takes a hold of everything, or just kind of takes everything in and is like, okay, everybody, like, thank you so much for helping. I think the best that we could do is show you the way into town and show you where the sheriff is, because, I mean, we are simple folk and simple farmers, but, I mean, there are things that we hear about in this town and in the Sword Coast, and so there could be other things that are to come from this.
Have the bandits attacked here often?
This is honestly the first time. It's not out of the normal. We definitely have heard of people like this attacking some of the villagers, but we never thought it would happen to us. We don't have much to give, and so people mainly just leave us alone.
What is the dog doing right now?
Dog is looking straight into the sun. There's not a lot going on in its mind. It's just like just there's not a lot
Right
of.
to the side.
If no one else is gonna do it, is that anybody's dog? Is that their dog?
That was
the bandit's dog.
Yeah, that was one of the bandits that you guys murdered.
No one wants him. I will gladly take him.
I'm gonna go up to him and I'm gonna attempt to pull. And I'm gonna say, hey little guy, you wanna go to town with us? And maybe I can find him a home when we get to the town. Or maybe I'll end up keeping him, I don't know, but for now.
Why not just leave him with the farmer as the guard dog?
Farmers are coming with us, or they're taking us to town.
Yeah, they're gonna show you the town.
But maybe they'll want them
There's
by the end of the trip.
Okay.
See.
Go ahead and do a animal handling check, Cameron.
Ooh.
Dang.
6.
Okay, how do you approach him?
My hand to the back so he can smell before I reach out. Can I get an idea?
He doesn't bite down, but I want to say that you get the feeling that he doesn't understand what you're doing, and so he just like puts his whole mouth on your hand. Doesn't clamp down, but it just like you can feel the saliva, and then he just like pulls back really slowly, and all of the saliva just is drooping down. There's a ridiculous amount. You see no recollection of what.
But I realized that since you got caught me the first time, can I roll again to see if I can pet him? Like actually reach out.
Give me one more time. I'm gonna say one more thing.
20? 21?
20. Okay, yeah, you pet him, and he gets a little. He understands a little bit more. He's like, like you can tell that he's, or you know how like dogs kind of like you're trying to find like the good spot where they want to be pet, and then when you find the good spot, and he just kind of like starts shaking his leg.
Well, I need some of my rope then from my thieves kit and make a small leash.
I mean, this dog has like a full mount on it. Little Timmy runs up. So you probably couldn't, but Little Timmy hops up on it, and he's like, "All right, boy, this ride," and he turns around, and they start heading out. So you guys head into town. The travel to Phandalin. So where you guys were at, there we go. Where you guys were at was up here, in the Don Squire farm. So it's about dawn. It's the night or sundown is coming. Sun is basically on the horizon, and you guys head to where is it? This place. This place. It has a it's a pretty quaint building. Some horses are outside. Before you guys are walking through town. It's a pretty simple town. To give you a little bit more information on that, it doesn't have like a lot going on to it, but it's a relatively simple town. There's a few like you can see like a small market to the east side of it, and you guys pass by a carpentry shop. Go ahead. Actually, that's on my side. So again, you guys are going to the northwest, so it's this building right here. Where's my tavern? Here you are. Boom. Where are my people? Oh no, they didn't show up. Okay, cool.
Wonderful. It's a nice looking tavern.
Oh, that's why. I would say at this point they kind of like show you. Okay, last time I heard the guy, our sheriff is in here, and you guys are in front of the tavern.
Where's Timmy?
Timmy's still with his mom and stuff like that. Are you guys wanting him to stay with you guys, or are they heading back? How do you guys want to deal with this? The mom's like, we can go in there with you and introduce you, or you can go. Honestly, we're very tired. It's been a long day of farming and with everything with the bandits.
Thank you for showing us the way. We don't want to keep you any longer than is necessary. I understand that you are tired from such an ordeal.
They kind of nod and go, okay, thank you so much again for everything. And the mom kind of like bends, kind of bows at you guys, and Timmy's like, rock on, guys, rock on, and he rides off on the dog.
He just took the dog.
You took the dog.
I took the dog.
I mean, you guys can take. Yeah, I guess little Timmy's like, hey, I mean, you guys can take the dog. None of you guys can ride him, but
I think it'd be funnier if he just kind of took off without saying anything. He did this.
What?
No, Timmy, you have tamed this beast. You have now claimed him as your own.
Yeah, and I think so with that. If you had any sort of want to like communicate with the dog, like he's like, I'm just cool wherever we go, guys. Like it doesn't matter.
Silvertouth can tell he's very happy with him. So
cool. Okay.
Yeah, that makes two of you all.
Yeah, little Timmy's like, listen, man, I don't need this dog, like, but he's cool to go with you guys. He's cool with me. I don't care.
All right, Tammy, you can have him. I want to ask you two to kind of congregate with me before we go in, because we don't really know each other. If we're gonna be doing anything like this together, I kind of want to introduce ourselves.
I totally thought Temperance was gonna be like, I want visitation rights. Like, Silvertouth just kind of walked into the bar. She's kind of done at this point. She's just gonna walk in.
Okay. I need to get you guys in control of your guys' characters. That's my fault.
Are we still just strangers right now, or have we talked? Did we talk along the way, or?
Oh yeah, for sure. You guys had enough time to talk for sure.
All right.
Yeah, before going in, you guys can say what you guys were talking about. Along the way, you could hear. I actually forgot. I think it was Dunic that I named the brother, but he was just kind of like, yeah, like I could have totally like came in at any point in time, but yeah, I was just like really tired and I need to protect Mom. And he's just kind of like blaming little Timmy for like the disappearance of the father. Oh wait, no. But that's the conversation that the family was having.
With Silvertouth's, like awesome perception, was she able at all to see little Timmy's brother like throughout any of this?
I would say with that nat 20 insight, you definitely could tell like this guy was scared out of his mind, and there's like a little bit of urine, like blood, urine on his pants, where he was at.
Did you decide to take a potty break while you were there?
Oh, this is from like water, like no big deal.
Yeah, it smells like water.
Yeah, we have really
She's mad
weird
because
smelling.
he's like getting onto little Timmy. So
Yeah, for sure.
And this is along the way.
And that was along the way, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think me and Silvertouth are already kind of becoming friendly with each other, so I'd kind of talk to Arden, I think, along the way and be like, sorry for coming off as a prick. I'm not that cocky of a guy. I'm not crazy. My master really is gone, man. If Silvertouth and me are gonna travel for a little while, if you want to stick with us, we're gonna try to take care of this Tammy thing.
I also am curious as to what happened with the bandits and Timmy's father. if you are planning to investigate this, I would be happy to assist.
Okay. Now we can go in the bar.
Okay. Go ahead and walk in. Go ahead and move them where you think you guys would like pop up. I guess I could show you who is in the building as well. You see, it's a pretty quiet. Again, not a big town, so like there's not a lot. Oops. Not a super lot happening. There's a barkeep that's like walking. She's right there. She's kind of like attending to everybody, and there's a poker game happening. We got the owner of the bar right there, and there's 3 people playing poker at this one table over here, and so one of them has like a I can't think of the type of hat, but it's the raccoon hat. I'm trying to think of that, what that's called.
Davy Crockett hat?
Yeah. One of them's got that. He looks like he's pretty scruffy. If you got too close to him, he'd probably like smell pretty bad. There's also a guy with like a pointed cowboy hat. Regular looking female woman, just kind of like doing stuff, and then.
Are any of the other tables occupied?
No, it's just this one, and then there's a female just drinking alone in front of the fireplace.
I think I would end up trying to claim this table over here in the corner where I can keep an eye on everyone.
Okay.
I'm gonna also follow Arden just because I'm very curious as to what he's doing. So I'm gonna sit on that side.
Right. I'm gonna stay up here.
It will let me move.
I'm gonna stay up here by the bar because I have a +5 persuasion, and I'm gonna eavesdrop on this poker table and have a long talk with the bartender, see if I can't get anything out of him with my persuasion about where the sheriff might be.
Yeah. So you walk up to the barkeep, and he's just like, "Hey, how's it going? It looks like you're not from around here. What can I get you?"
I'll take 3 grogs, and have you seen the sheriff come in here tonight? Or do you know where he might be?
Sheriff? Yeah, he's playing poker over there. He
really?
wipes up things. He pours 3 glasses of whatever you want. We'll say 3 gold pieces. Or no, 3 silver pieces.
I was like, 3 gold, dude.
Yeah.
What are they serving?
Really good, yeah. No, 3.
Deluxe grog. Only the
Top
best.
shelf.
This
Top
tavern.
Wait, no. He goes copper.
Glasses, I go
Copper.
over to them, to my friends, my new friends, and I'd give them both a glass, and I'd let them know.
I'd say at this point, like the adrenaline's kind of like dropped down. You guys stopped walking, and this is like your first time to like actually rest. So I'd say this is a little bit of a short rest time. You're sitting on top. I'm gonna say that you walked over here, unless you want to go to this chair. But you guys hear from afar, like they're kind of like in the middle of a poker game, and so okay. Let me give you a small description of these guys. So there's one with the Davy Crockett hat. There is one with the pointed cowboy hat. One that's like pretty short and like bald. Not a lot of hair. Just kind of like on the sides, and but there's like a small ponytail, but not very big. She's got like a little bird on this on her shoulder. And It's 1, 2, 3, and one of the girls stands out hardcore. She has got this hat that looks like paper mache, and basically a unicorn hat of some kind. So it's got like the unicorn face on it that just kind of like protrudes out to like shade her eyes a little bit. See here, and it's got like little kind of like bunny-like ears on them. The clothes are tattered, well, definitely worn, so it's probably her only set of clothes that she wears. She's just got like a basic white undershirt, or white dress under everything, and a basic like tan orange-ish top that she has over it all, and then this like weird like mask hat, and she has it the mask over her eyes, so, and then it's protruding over, and they all kind of like look around. And only 2 of them are in the hand right now, and she puts down her cards and she goes, "Read 'em and weep, boys." And you hear the guy with the Davy Crockett hat just go, "Dang it, Donna, we said no Yugi Man cards." And she's like, "What you gonna do?" And they're all kind of just like, "Okay, we're." You can tell like this girl kind of like does what she wants, and they don't know why they keep on inviting her to poker, sort of deal. They're
all using the typical force suit. She's throwing in extra cards,
like random card. Yeah. You guys go ahead and give me insight checks on all these guys.
Let's see if I can do something.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Did that even work?
16 plus 1, 17.
Something? Okay.
We need it 4 times.
Yeah,
I have no
luck with rolling. I have no luck with rolling.
Ooh,
19. Okay. Yeah. Let's figure out what Arden did. Arden.
I have no clue what's going on.
This is like.
Arden is.
I am looking intently at this hammer and just polishing it off with whatever scrap of cloth I just happen to have on hand, trying to like clean off the blood and the gore.
Yeah.
The little crevices and stuff.
Yeah, you're just kind of amazed at this thing. That was the first time you used that hammer in action. Actually,
Yep.
I would say there was that.
Break down a door.
And then once Temperance came over with the drinks, that's the first time you've seen a drink in a while as well, and you're just kind of like mesmerized by like how fancy this place looks compared to what you've had to go through in your time period, and yeah, so you are distracted by all that. Silvateth and Cameron, I think both of you guys are able to understand about Donna to where she's just kind of a loose cannon. She throws her wild cards into the game, but as well because she's a wild card herself. You guys understand that the girl, she seems to be able to hold her own. The smaller one, you guys kind of hear her name, Nib, thrown around to where they're just kind of like having small talk and talking about their day and stuff like that. The guy with the Davy Crocker hat, his name is Talon. You hear that from their some of their conversations, and you get the sense that he's kind of a ranger that kind of spends his time like going out into the woods and things like that, and just traveling. The guy with the cowboy hat, you guys kind of like get a deeper look, and it's made out of these like strange red feathers. this guy might be the sheriff that you were talking about, especially that you've gotten that insight from the barkeep that one of them has to be the sheriff. So you think that this Inverna guy is the sheriff. Because the other guys wouldn't have...
What did you say the Davy Crockett guy was named?
Alan.
That would be Talon, yeah. Talon Thornwild.
I look over to Silverteth and Arden and ask if they want to scoot one table over so we can kind of eavesdrop on them. Or I bring that up. I said, do you want to do that, or do you want to ask who he is? I mean, it's not like we're trying to jump the guy or anything. But they are playing a game of poker and drinking, so we got to get caught in the middle of the bar fight either. So it's up to you guys.
We came to this bar in order to enlist the help of the sheriff and to find out more about the area. Why would we hide away and wait for the information to come to us when it is much simpler to walk over? And I just simply start walking over.
Oh no!
Let someone else stop me.
And
with my drink in hand, of course.
With the drink in hand,
I'm
yeah.
minding the temperance, and I'm just like, we're not only here for drinks, we're here for a show. And I just sit, don't even move. I'm just looking at him.
Yeah, I think someone was like, okay, this is gonna happen. Like, just okay.
Yeah, someone is chilling. I'm chilling. I tell Temperance we're here for the show, and I motion to the seat next to me just for him to sit down.
Yeah, I would. Okay, so I'd say that this guy is Inverna. He's the one that is most likely the sheriff.
I walk up and I start off.
Very drunk voice.
Yeah, just no, not even just kind of going like this. Just casually walking up, beer in a hand, kind of right about waist height, and I simply say to the man in the cowboy hat, "Excuse me, are you the sheriff of this town?"
He kind of gives you a knowing look, and at that point, I think he kind of sees your build. He's a little taken back, and he's looking you up and down at a little bit, and he just kind of turns back to his cards, and he goes, "What's it to you?"
We have come to seek your aid and to report on goings-on in a nearby farm. There was a recent bandit attack, and we are trying to find out if this has been a recent thing, and if we might offer assistance.
Haven't got a lot of another group like you guys in a while. He puts down his cards. He goes for a second. He goes, "You want to talk? Or do you want to play any poker?"
I am afraid I have nothing to offer in this. What did you call it? Poker?
He kind of widens his eyes. He's like, "This guy doesn't know poker." Okay. Yeah. No. I mean, I could teach you how to play.
Thank you for the offer, but at this time, I am trying to help my friend Timmy. His father has recently disappeared, and we are trying to track him down.
See here. You know Timmy?
Yes, he is my best friend.
He fully turns around to you. Timmy's in trouble right now?
Yes, bandits attacked his farmstead. He is okay, but his father has disappeared.
Okay, yeah, you saw him like once he heard Timmy's in trouble. He kind of like got up for a second, pulling out his scimitar. We're like about to run out, but he kind of like puts it back in and goes, "Okay, so his father was the target?"
I do not know if his father was the intended target or not, but these bandits attacked. We were able to fend them off, but after the battle had concluded and we were checking to see if there were any stragglers, one of my companions went inside to check on the father and said that he was dragged through some sort of portal or looking glass or something, and by these shadowy creatures.
Okay, well, when you say portal, go ahead and give me a insight check.
Insight check. Oh, my favorite check. One that I am worst at. Okay, not too bad. 10.
Terrible. Yeah, he goes, talking about portals, huh? What color was it?
What color was it?
I do not know. I did not see those. That question would be better for my companions. If it would help, they are sitting at that table right over there in the corner. Would you be willing to come and discuss it with
Yeah,
us?
he'd been like, every once in a while in the conversation you were saying like my companions and stuff, and so he would look over because there's nobody else in this bar, but them and you guys, so like he kind of like understands. So he's just like, all right, sorry guys, and he knocks on the thing. He goes, bail me out, and picks up some of the money that he's won, and he walks over with you guys.
I'm a little embarrassed for being so cautious, man.
Hold on. Real quick. Can Silvertech like see any of their cards from where she's at by any chance?
Let's see here. They're giving me a perception check. Yeah.
Oh, jeez, what is going on?
All right. Let's see perception. Let's go. Okay. I need to change these settings. 17.
17. You see Donna trying to sneak in some Yugi Man cards still.
Can me and Silvertech talk for a minute? Because I have persuasion +5. She has the perception thing going on.
Okay.
Like, can I go play while those two talk to the sheriff, and me and Silvertech can do the whole?
I would say that's totally role playing. As the sheriff walks by, he goes, "You got one of you guys can jump in on my hand." Let's see.
Silvertech, can you help me out here?
Yeah, not too bad. Right. He goes. Yeah, you look like you know how to play poker, and he actually gives you his chips to play with. It's a small town, so it's. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna mind link to Temperance, and I just remind him like, "Hey, I got you," you know. And then just tell him I was like, by the way, that crazy chick is still trying to put in some of those Yugi Man cards.
Oh my gosh. So I would say, with that, you would be rolling luck checks with advantage for sure. Honestly, I kind of want to like take a pause on main story and do this.
Okay.
Because I don't know if I've ever gambled in D&D before.
There's a luck. What skill would it be based off of? Strength, dexterity, charisma?
What's a luck check?
Do we have a luck check?
There's not.
There's not?
It's not. There's not luck. That might be another system.
Yeah, I think so. What's up?
Can we use dexterity?
I think it would depend on what he's trying to do during that. Or you
here's the plan is to play a couple hands. When it's my turn to deal, I'm gonna slide a couple of cards into there. If they try to call me out on cheating, I have +5 in persuasion, and then she can kind of fill me in on until that happens.
Right.
Maybe performance based. I don't know.
Sleight of hand for hiding the cards.
Sleight of hand for hiding the cards so that's without advantage.
Still +.
Yeah.
Oh, Temperance, are you like trying to like cheat, like with more cards in your hand? Is that what's happening?
No, we're not trying to cheat with more cards in my hand.
Okay. Because I was like, I can like, because obviously, like, our system's already that I'm gonna, like, try and see if I can look in on the other cards. But,
Yeah, let's just do that. If I can use Dex or...
okay.
what am I using for you?
Yeah, so, not Dex. I would say, because it's a luck-based thing. I would say, I feel like Wisdom would be kind of like what it is, or... What are the 4 or 5? So Strength, Dexterity, Intelligence, Wisdom,
Charisma.
and Charisma. Yeah, let's. You know what? Let's do a performance. Let's call that a performance. So it's yours against mine. I'll go ahead and roll in front of everybody. To see what everybody what they got. At this point, it's just you and Crazy Lady, Donna.
Well,
yeah.
you already told me if anybody has
There we go.
16.
That's mine.
Crazy, they put in the Yugi cards, so now I got that.
You got a 16 as well? Because that's my roll.
Well, I got a plus 1. I got a plus 1 performance, so 17 technically.
And Donna. That's crazy. Yeah, you got the Yugi. You got just like one Yugi Man card at the last, so like it's 5-hand draw, and you gave one back in to get like a full a flush, and got like a brown-toed dragon or whatever. I don't know. You're just kind of like a little upset. Oh, you know what? Actually, you do this with advantage because of Sylvateth having that insight.
Plus, I got a plus 1, so it's technically 7.
She had a plus
Right.
2, so
Right.
so she would win against this. So you would have to beat an 18, pretty much.
So,
Okay.
roll
So you roll one more time, because right now
Okay.
with a 16.
Yeah, and I'm like filling him in, so like I'm constantly filling him in. Like this is the card she's got.
Okay, so you split it. That's a tie. You guys split the bank, and she has a brown toe dragon as well. She goes, "Huh, interesting." And
Say, one more time.
one more time.
One more time.
How much you putting down? We need to establish that actually.
How much from the chips?
You could throw. This is gambling, buddy. You can throw as much as you want.
Well, yeah, but how much are my chips worth right now? The ones I got.
So he had about like 10 10 copper pieces on the table. So I said chips, but it's basically they're dealing with just regular money.
Since it's not my money, I'm going all in.
Okay, so 10 copper pieces. Yeah, go ahead and roll with advantage again.
Good thing.
And on this episode,
Ooh, so 8.
Gambling.
For real. Dang. She goes, sorry, buddy, and rakes it in. After you pull, you had just a pair of 2s, and
Wait.
she had Zodiac. She had all 5 pieces of the Zodiac, and I don't know.
You're really making things up.
Hey, can I use persuasion since she's obviously cheating to try to get half my money back real quick before I go back over to my table?
Yeah.
If you didn't have all 12 of the Zodiac.
Alright, 16 plus 5.
She kind of recognizes that that was that was the sheriff's money, and she kind of looks over at the sheriff, and you see her push back the 10 copper pieces. She goes, "I'll get it back next time." She stretches, and they go back to playing.
I go back to my table. I give the sheriff 5 coppers because that's what he started with when I got over there, and I give I always forget her name. Serapin?
Silvateth, yeah.
That's 3 copper pieces.
Okay.
Nice.
We just see Silvateth, so I don't call her Sylvie now. What the heck? So Silvateth just kind of like tucks it into her cloak.
Yeah, nice.
And I'm just like, good game. And then I also like I mind link to Donna real quick, and I'm just like, nice easy man cards, and I don't say anything else. That's all I say to her.
She just looks over, the biggest smile in the world. She's just, you could try to make an insight check if you want. Why not?
I'm very curious on her.
It's gonna be high.
Insight check. She's a wonky character. All right, let's see. Insight. There we go. Come on. Oh. 6.
6.
She was too amused
She's crazy.
for me to really like check on her.
Her eye, you could see her eye just kind of like droop and lazily like look one way as one of them still is staring straight at you. Dude, she's got crazy eyes for sure.
Yikes.
So yeah, that is Donna right there. During that time, I think you guys would have a conversation without Temperance. He kind of goes, okay, so they're back on their farm. Little Timmy's doing all right.
They were on their way back when we walked through the door.
Okay. Good. Usually doesn't happen so frequently. What were these bandits like? Were they did they seem like they were just going for money? Just trying to take the owner's harvest that this year, or do you think they had a goal in mind?
We didn't really stop to ask. I saw Timmy being attacked, and I went to defend him. There wasn't much conversation during that encounter, but they seemed like bandits. That's as far as I understood.
He rolled a high enough insight. I think he kind of just goes, okay, I'm on a level with you guys. You guys seem like you actually do want to help. It's hard for me. I mean, I know I'm the sheriff of this area, but it's really hard for me to keep track of everything and protect all these people. They're all great people, and it's I'm doing them a disservice on what I can't do.
Have these attacks with portals happened often? Is this a common occurrence around here?
This is not abnormal for sure. And once he says portal, I think at that point Temperance and Silvateth are part of. Or Silvateth has always been a part of this conversation. Temperance is just coming in.
She's very good.
Temperance and Silvateth, go ahead and give me an insight on that when he talks about portals. Okay.
14.
Yeah, he's definitely telling the truth. Like, this is not an abnormal thing. He had his drink with him as well, and he kind of just takes a big old chug and goes, "It's hard for me. These people are my family, and I can't do much else about everything that's happened in this town." And with the 14, all you see is a little bit of sadness. You're not really sure what the sadness, what the background of it is, but Yeah, he's just a little bummed out. I think also with the 14, you could tell, yeah, he's on his own, and you've walked through the town, and you could tell like it's not super big, like Neverwinter, but it's definitely it needs more than one person. He kind of like sits back a little bit after kind of finishing his drink and asking for another one. Just kind of like raising up his hands to the barkeep, and he goes, I mean, we used to have a guild. We used to have a guild here that helped me out in some of these stakes. They actually were the ones that recruited me.
What happened to the guild?
Well, the Barrow Guild was a mighty group of people, and they went out on a mission because we heard rumors of something brewing in the mountains where the dwarves go, and they haven't come back. I don't know exactly where they've gone, but it's been almost a year, and we haven't heard them again. And they told me to stay here to protect the town as best I could. So you saw a portal, and he kind of perks up because he just remembered his he kind of like got out of his little depression of his issues that are going on. And he says, "You said you saw." I don't know if we've introduced my name.
Yes, I forgot to mention my name. I am Arden.
Arden, good to meet you.
Silverteth offers her hand, and she says, "And I'm Silverteth of Gotisa."
He takes it and bows his head a little bit. He goes, "Nice to meet you." And he looks over to you, Temperance.
And I'm Temperance. My hat.
Dips it as well. He goes, "I have a good feeling about you guys." And says, Irvin Nightbreeze is my name. I've been here for quite some time, a few New Years now, I really appreciate you guys wanting to help out. And Arden here, so I finally know his name. He talked about a magic man that grabbed Timmy's father. Okay, what does this man look like?
Yes.
Arden wasn't actually there. Silverteth was there to see the whole thing.
Okay.
Explain it to him.
So Sheriff, and I kind of like retell the whole story of what I saw, yes, and I saw Timmy's father just get dragged by this man, and I like describe what I had saw, like what he looked like and everything.
Everybody at the table, go and give me an insight.
Insight. Oh, come on. 12.
Okay. With the 12, you get the sense that he knows exactly who you're talking about. He goes, "Yes, we've had dealings with him before. His name is Hex. Their name is Hex." And the barkeep finally comes by, gives him another ale. He kind of like drinks half of it, slams it down. We've had quite a run-in with his kind. The Darkened is what they like to be called as. I don't know what it is about this specific town, but honestly, it's kind of considered a dumping ground for his kind. I have not met another one like him, but it seems like there's copies of him or something, and each of them kind of have a different objective. kind of gets taken back and takes another sip. In Arden, actually, you would remember back to your time before meeting up with everybody else on the road, and remembered who helped save you. The description and everything kind of fit who you saw as well.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, I'm just gonna keep that to myself for now.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he kind of lets that settle in, and because I know it's a lot to take in, and listen, guys, I know you're just a 3-man crew, but we could really use some help around this town. I'm not asking for you guys to put your lives on the line, but you seem like you're travelers and know how to hold your own. The way the guild worked was they were they had to get a cut of a fee, or whatever they got. The town would get a little bit of a tax in for that, but because it's been a year for someone protected, and it's kind of on me to make that decision. If you guys want to take over the guild, take over the spot, and in Phandalin, they have a specific house that they take shelter in between quests, and you are welcome to use that. And because it's been so long, you guys can take over for the guild, and there would be no tax. You could take over everything just as long as you're protecting the town. That's what's important to me right now.
A base to kind of plan everything out from would be excellent. What do you two think on this? Should we take over this guild, or
Is it free?
yes?
I'm up for it.
I'm perfectly fine. I do not appreciate children being harmed. And I also ask if there's a bakery nearby.
Bakery? Yeah, he goes, bakery, yeah. We have a place.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how good are their goods?
Let me roll a luck in front of the board, actually. It's not too bad. Yeah. It's, they have bread. They have, it's hot. It can be hot at times. I mean, it's not always hot. Like, that would be weird if it was, like, creating its own heat.
I'm quite the fan of sweets, so my biggest concern is, do they have maybe like little treats like donuts, or do they have like cupcakes?
Absolutely, yeah. The Barthen's provisions will have what you desire. So there's definitely places for that. One of the customs for the quest is that we would post in front of your in front of the house, the Barrow's house, would be postings of what you would need to help. You can choose in your timely manner, but some of them are of importance, and some of them not so much. There has been a posting there already, if you want to take a look at it. It's been there not too long, but I was going to check it out tomorrow. But if you guys would be welcome to do it, that would really help me out, and that way I can keep eye out during that time in the town and things like that. But it's up to you.
I believe that we should check out this guild hall before anything else.
Yeah.
What say you, friends?
They had me at cupcakes.
Well, this is a dinner
Yeah, yeah.
spot, but yeah, Town Masters Hall.
Temperance, what'd you say?
So they had me at money.
At Honey.
That money. All right.
Oh,
Money.
money. There you go.
I was raised on the street, man.
So yeah, where are we going, guys?
Sounds like guild hall then bakery, or
Guild
maybe
hall
the
then
opposite. Stop by the bakery on the way to the guild hall.
Well, yeah, the bakery would be closed, so you guys would have to wait till the morning
I
to
guess
do that.
guild hall.
Why don't we? Well, hold on.
Well, they have. I saw that they have food here if you're hungry. They have bananas, looks like berries, maybe cantaloupe, lettuce, bread. I mean, it looks like they have a whole kitchen here if you're hungry.
I am hungry. However,
I don't know.
regret that I have nothing to pay with.
I was talking to Cynthia, said that she likes sweets. Fruits are sweet.
He goes, that won't be necessary. Money is not a matter. He kind of like waves down the barkeeping and goes, this is the new Barlow's Guild. They will eat here for free. And the guy like kind of like bows his head towards him and has the barmaid walk to you guys and take your orders and whatever you wanted. What would you like today?
Bring me whatever the current, whatever is currently being served as the meal for the day, please.
Okay.
I am quite famished.
I'll take a special as well, and anything that you have that might be sweet.
And
Take a sandwich or one of your house sandwiches and pack it.
okay. I'm going to do a luck check to see what is the special for the day. Let's see how good it is. It's about as good as the bread.
As the bread.
But yeah, no. Oh well, yeah. I said it was about as good as the bread. So today, he said that today's this part of today was not as good. So it's not very hot, but it's also not bad. Cold, or room temperature, I should say. And she brings out a sandwich after a while, or all you guys' meals, and what you guys requested, and she just kind of like bows her head as she puts them all down in front of you, and just trying to be as nice as she can be, and just is, you could tell that the barmaid and even the barkeep is very they have like a gratitude of the best that they can provide, sort of thing.
That could be like to the guild hall.
Yeah, I would say you guys have a good meal. That I'll count that as a short rest if any of you guys needed that. And we head over to the town hall. This building right there. It's in the middle of the town. It has a little like posting on the front with the no, over here.
Okay.
That building. It's a pretty quaint, like, little building. And of course, it's been, he said that it was like coming up to about a year, so like nobody's been in it for a while. There's not a lot of maintenance happening to it. Looks like Inverno was like the only one kind of trying to keep it up as best he could, and a lot of people hadn't gotten the same stuff to it. I would say all of you guys see on their postage of the of a note that says Umbrage Hill Quest on the front of it.
Did you just say umbrage?
Umbrage, yeah. I'm gonna write it down in Roll20 because it looks like I can do that. I'll read it to you guys, and then you guys can see it whenever I finish. So, the local midwife, Ladabra Gwyn, lives by herself in a stone windmill on the side of a hill a few miles south. She has come to complain about a disturbance on her property. This is not out of the normal for her, but she does do this a lot, but she does need somebody to come and see if she is safe.
When was this posting put up?
This is about a days old, so the Inverno kind of just mentions that, and he's like, she complains a lot. Sometimes it's just like a rat, and then other times, it actually is something to worry about. It's been years since it actually has been an issue, but I mean, knowing everything that's happened, like it could be something. It's I said a day. It's actually been a few hours. So who posted this was it was Inverno that had posted it on there to like remind himself, but he had heard back from a trader that usually goes to do business with her on the usual, and hasn't come back, and so he does a lot of trading with everybody else. So it's just kind of like brought up questions of like what has happened, sort of thing.
We may be able to take a look at this in the morning.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
I am very tired,
Yeah, for sure.
especially after that meal.
You guys go in. It is
What time is it?
again. I said it was dawn when coming into the town. I would say it is full nighttime, 8 o'clock, maybe 9 o'clock ish.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, how kind of is the guild hall set up?
So there's like a big open hall room for all of you guys to just kind of commute. And there's a center table, and in the middle of it, it's pretty open. Besides some pillars holding up the main thing, there's a split stairs that go on either side for 2 rooms, and then there's 4 rooms, 2 on each side of the main room. So it's just basically a whole bunch of rooms and like one big meeting area for everybody in the morning. Then there under the stairs is like another room for a kitchen set up so that you guys can do stuff there if you needed to, but there's nothing in there. And again, this place hasn't been messed with a while, so there's cobwebs in it, very dusty. Beds have been made, but they're probably pretty dusty as well. And yeah, that's what basically is. It's all basically wooden. Not a lot of fancy stuff about this. It's pretty bland. It's really meant for sleeping, taking in the new quests, discussing what the plan is, and then heading out. It's very much, living quarters is pretty basic. But for Arden specifically, it's nice. It's very nice. And then Temperance, you've seen worse. And Silverteth, your place was much nicer. It's much more natural and things like that. So this is
incredible.
Yeah.
Echo.
Temperance with the Thieves Guild has seen much better living quarters for sure. But
I've seen
you've
better
definitely
and I've
lived.
seen worse.
Yeah.
I mean, I got found in a puddle before I got in that guild, so I've had the best of both worlds, I think. Or lived in the best of both worlds.
Uh-huh.
But I call a window that's facing towards town room.
Okay. Is there a fireplace?
Yeah, I would say that there's like a small fireplace. Let's see here. How did I have the thing set up? There was in the kitchen there was a fire. There was a fireplace.
Okay, but not in like the meeting hall area.
The two split up. Actually, you know what? In between two of the rooms, there could be a fireplace on the right side. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna. Is there wood to actually make a fire? Any materials to make a fire? Or is it kind of cleared out?
No. Yeah. And Berna just kind of like when you ask that, he kind of just goes, yeah. Any material that was needed, I kind of DVD'd it out to the people in the town when they needed it.
Understandable.
So yeah, sorry. Well, I'll go away at once. Get what you need for the fire, and there should be pillows and sheets for you guys in the living quarters, but you'll just have to dust them off. And so he scurries off to do that real quick.
All right, I'm gonna sit down in front of the fireplace and then just start taking a deeper look at the items that I have in order to try to identify them. So that's going to be my next bit of time until it gets late.
All right, I guess I'll play mom.
I'm going to go to one of the rooms, and she's going to tidy up a little bit before laying down in bed.
Okay. Yeah, you guys. After a while, he comes back in, gives you the wood that you needed, a few supplies for breakfast that he puts inside the kitchen. He brings in the quest note and puts it in the center of the table just for later on, so that if we did need to talk about it more, it's there. And yeah.
Okay, well, that sounds important.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, you guys walk. You guys wake up, go into the center of the room. After a few minutes, Inverna comes in. He's like, "All right, guys. I'm glad you guys are all awake. I assume at this point it's pretty early in the morning. The sun is just rising. I would say, unless you guys think one of you guys would be going to sleep a lot longer."
I think Arden is one of those where he doesn't sleep super heavy. So as soon as there's any sort of activity or movement, he's up.
You're right. I would, I would think for, I don't know. You could tell me how where Arden would sleep. Like,
so once the fire is started, just kind of curled up in front of the fireplace.
That's what I was thinking too. Like, and then you would hear like a creak of the house kind of settling, and then you'd kind of like jerk up and then kind of look around for a second, for sure. Yeah, you all. I think everybody had conversed in the center, and you hear the noise. And yeah, you wake. You kind of like start to see everybody crowded, and everybody kind of joined up. He goes, "Are you? So everybody's healed up. Do you guys need any more weapons? Do you need anything from the exchange, miners' exchange, or?"
I am satisfied with my hammer.
Okay.
Now, did I actually have enough time before I went to sleep to identify my 3 items? Because I know it takes about an hour to identify each item. Using just natural means.
Using the what?
So the identifying a magic item can happen in one of 2 ways. Either you spend an hour worth of time in order to try to learn about the item, or you can use the identify spell. Since I'm not a magic person, I wouldn't use that means, because I don't know of any one of us that would have that. I think Matt may have taken that, or Avatar Caillou would have taken that. Idris.
Ishgar, yeah. Yeah, I think there would be enough time. I think the way you described how your character would sleep, I think in the middle of like a restless moment, you kind of like took time to just kind of like take a look, and yeah, I would say you kind of got a feel for all of your items for sure.
Okay, in that case, I would start after I ate. I would want to start the process of actually attuning to these items, which also takes an hour each.
Okay.
Depending on how long it takes Temperance and Sylvateth to do whatever they're going to do, I would just start going down the list. So probably start with the gauntlets, either the gauntlets or the belt. Probably the belt.
Yeah.
I'd probably go in, wake up a little bit, sit down, and toss my feet up on the table and take a look at that quest. Then I'd read how similar it sounded. The local Adabra Gwen lives by herself. The trader that visited her to do business has not returned, and we need someone to check out if it's just another boy scenario or something worse. And I'd show it to Sylvateth if she's in the room. Is she in the room with me?
Yeah, you guys are all seeing that paper. Like it's all right there.
Oh, all right. Yeah, sorry. I thought like he was doing his own thing.
Yeah. No, I'm going to start doing that if we have enough time. So,
yeah, all right. I just kind of calmly, I'm still waking up, just kind of calmly be like, this seems real. I'll pick her up and just say this seems real familiar to what we just went through, doesn't it?
Yes, it might be worthwhile investigating this woman's claims. Maybe it would provide some insight into what is going on in this area. When would you two want to start making your way to this location?
Well, since it's been over a night, I would imagine that there wasn't any danger that it's probably not there now. So you can stay here and do your item thing if you want, or you can come with us. But I'm probably gonna wake up for a few hours and then head out.
Okay. Sylvateth, are you needing any items from these stores, or do you want to head out now?
I would like to make a stop at the bakery, and I probably would actually like to check out and see what kind of magical items or potions they might have.
Okay. Alright, so Sylvateth's going shopping.
Okay.
Shopping.
And Brenna is just kind of like, yeah, I'll show you where it's at. We could also go to the bakery beforehand, if need be. They're kind of on the other side, on opposite sides of town.
Bakery first.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm going to stay in front of the fire and start attuning to these items.
Alright. I mean, I guess if everybody's doing their thing, we can all agree in like 3 or 4 hours would probably be good.
Yep.
Yeah, so I guess I'll go ahead and take a look at that armory or whatever in exchange, since everybody else is doing their own thing too. Just take a look.
You guys would, you guys get all this stuff all set up. I'm sorry, you go into the bakery first, which is up here on the map. It is in the morning. They are going to start baking stuff right then and there, so that they're like, we can make whatever you want, man.
Okay, so if that's the case, then Sylvateth is just going to walk in and just look so calm. She's going to be basically smelling the entire bakery. I'm going to walk up to, the clerk or the baker, whichever one is there, and I will request, can I have 1 croissant, please, and a dozen donuts? Yeah,
the baker is in the back, kind of like heating up the stove and everything, and then the wife is kind of cleaning up the table in the front, or the table up in front, and just wiping it off. And Yeah, she'll look at you and she says, yes, of course, dearie. Jerry, get it ready! And he's like, okay, I got it. And yeah, they started up. It takes a little while. I'd say it's probably a good hour before
we'll happily wait.
Yeah, you get it. Have a pleasant hot meal. It's different. You have bakeries back at Neverwinter Forest, but yeah, I wouldn't say that you would think that it was better, especially in front of these people, because it's just, a husband and wife doing a bakery. But it is, it's just different from what you're used to. So that's how I would explain it. But it's good. It's good food. If that is all at the bakery, we will go down. I would say it takes.
I will say within like that hour that Silvertech was waiting, she was, just for a few minutes making conversation, like the wife being friendly, and and then for the rest of the time she was waiting, she was just kind of going through her scrolls and like reading and doing research.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, she is pleasant to talk with you. Her conversation is definitely just sweet and asking you all kinds of questions, asking you about your mom and stuff like that. And if she's scared that you're out and about. Yeah. Okay.
Now, also, am I paying them for this, or are they giving it because of the guild?
They not your money's no good here, dear, and they say so. You get the feeling that the guild kind of did what they needed to here, because they kept the town safe, sort of thing, and so they got.
Silvertech did not eat the whole dozen of donuts, just by the way. Like, she ate probably like 6 of them, and the rest of them she like pocketed. So.
Nice. Okay. Awesome.
Got them tucked away.
Nice.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, you got like a satchel or something that you just kind of like stuff that other stuff in. Yeah, and so you head off. You head towards the. If you're looking at the map, it is this building right here. Is the Miners Exchange building. I think that's it. Where's the name? I'm sorry. Phandalin's Miner Exchange. Miners Exchange. And like I said, it's a decent looking place. Not a lot happening, but also it's you can tell like most of the building is storage. So there's like a little bit of a room, not even like 5 feet away from the door is just like a table and a door behind a big wall with a door that leads to the rest of the building, to which you can't see, but you just see at the front desk is the guy. The guy that runs it. So his name, he goes, oh, hello, Inverna. Nice to meet you. And Inverna kind of like nods his head at him. He goes, Pickle Pete, my guy, how are you doing? And Pickle Pete, and she says, oh, it's okay. I wasn't able to tie my shoes today, but maybe someday. And Verna's just kind of like, yeah, okay. So Pickle Pete, we have a new members of the guild. They're gonna need some stuff from your area. Like you to meet Silvertech. She's come to help our town, to check on Gwen, Lady Gwen, and she needs some stuff. So if you can help her out as best you can with the cheapest price. I know you're not like everybody else to where their money's no good, but there will be a necessity to pay for something. He said, yes, I sometimes get this from the Olden Guild, but sometimes this is valuable stuff for me. What can I give you, dearie? And he kind of looks at you, ready to help you out. Would you just like to look at the stuff that we have? Let's see what...
I would very much. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, he's like, okay, well, let me go, and you can come and follow. So, and this guy's old. It takes him a good while to like turn around and get to the door and open it and open it up. Finally, you guys enter the back of the room, and it is floor to ceiling, just a whole bunch of stuff. Like it's a cluster. Like it's gonna need an investigation roll from you. Investigation or survival? How about that? What's that?
Am I there too? Because I was going to go to the exchange too.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I would say they picked you up along the way if you didn't want to go to the bakery.
All right.
There was probably plans of like picking you up afterwards. So you guys, you're definitely there, Temperance. If you want to be. If you guys want to make me investigation checks and let me know what you guys would want to look for, we could see if you could find it. There's like a assortment of things. So like, there's a bunch of potions on one end. There's a bunch of like knickknacks of some kind. A few instruments. Oh, there's this one. And mainly like shelvings of potions. And
Is there anything that I can tell at least that would like maybe like a nice little vial, like an empty vial at least, enough to carry like some water in, like a small amount of water?
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and give me a roll of investigation. And Temperance, what were you rolling for to find?
It doesn't matter. I got a 2, but I was gonna look for maybe some better armor or a long range weapon besides the bow, like a throwing knife or something, and maybe to exchange my loot or my horn for like a loot or something.
So I got a 15 on investigation.
Must be nice.
Okay. You.
I can also look for Temperance as well.
Yeah, we could say that you give Temperance the help action, so the test. So go ahead and roll with advantage, Temperance.
She's always so nice to me.
Yeah.
9.
But you have a negative on investigation? Oh, that's crazy. I did say there was armor. I'm not finding the armor. There would be no armor. You said with a 9 investigation?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that you couldn't find any armor in there, unfortunately. You just find the shelf with like a bunch of potions in it, where there's healing potions, and you could only find what else was there? There's a few potions with healing. Like you saw like the red healing potions, and you kind of recognize that. And
No throwing knives or anything?
I'd say you find, with a 9, I'd say you find 3 throwing knives.
Alright, I'll take them.
Okay.
And what healing potions?
And how many?
I guess 2. I don't know how
2?
many there are. I don't carry too many things.
Yeah, about 5 of them. Yeah.
Okay.
And you said you were looking for like a flask or something? Silverteth?
Yeah, like a flask or a vial. I mean, something empty just for me to put in like a few ounces of water in.
Yeah, you find that easily. Would you say you got again 15?
Yeah, I got a 15.
Yeah, you're
just
easily
for one
able
of
to
my
find that.
spells, I need to always have like a little bit of water on me. So
You were right next to Temperance as he was like picking up some of the potions, the healing potions, and got that. Each of them are 15 gold pieces, but don't go off of the price or the amount that you have, Temperance, because
I'm trying to see where that stuff is.
it should be on like your second or third page. I think it only says like 30, but you definitely had more because whenever I was trying to track your stuff, it didn't save because it was on
Right,
PDF
well,
file. So you definitely had
Mac,
right.
like 30.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you had more money, but it didn't save on what it was. I would just have to. I just haven't had time to go back and check it out. So you would have enough for 3 for sure. So just mark it down, and then we can try to figure out how much money you actually had afterwards.
Alright,
And it was
okay,
5.
If there were that many, they said the 15 a piece? 15
15
altogether?
piece, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take 2.
Cool. Yeah, mark it down. The vial was 5 gold pieces, and the daggers. Let's see how much a dagger would cost. Actually, I don't know. That says 8 silver pieces for each small throwing knife. Each of them are 1d4 piercing. If you want to write that down as well. The old man's just kind of like, okay, well, you guys exchange money and stuff like that, and a little bit of banter. And he goes, okay, well, if you need anything else, you're welcome to come in. I don't get a lot of people, so you just you could come in at any time of the day or night. That's okay. I might be asleep at night, but actually, I might be asleep during the day too. You caught me at a good time, but we'll make sure things happen. Yeah, if there's anything else that you guys want to do, you guys are welcome to do it. So you guys head back to the Town Master's Hall. Are you guys ready to head out? That's what Inverna's kind of asking if you guys are good to go.
I am ready to go. Temperance, Silverteth, anything else that you are needing to prepare before the journey?
No, I think that is it.
Okay. Inverna kind of just bows his head and tips his hat to you guys. He says, for as long as you can. You guys go ahead and head out towards the thing. It takes you a good hour to head over that way. And you find yourself at the stone windmill, so you guys would definitely see this windmill from afar. There's a little building of where she actually the Lady Gwen actually lives. There's like an actual place there. What way would you guys think that you would be?
Entering?
Entering. What would be?
I think whatever the main pathway would be.
Yeah, if you guys were just like walking down the road, this area would be where you guys would be coming from. That would be where it was. You see that there's an entrance, of course, here that was broken down.
Is it safe to assume that we already checked out her house?
What's that?
Is it safe to assume that we already looked at her actual house where she lives?
I'm saying like how you guys would approach it, because this windmill's like, 50 feet up in the air. Like it's a 3-4 story building in front of this house. So you guys would have time to be like, okay, should we approach it just on roadside, or would you approach it from over? Try to be stealthy on going, or how would you guys want to be going through there? Staying as a group, splitting up, sneaking in.
I'm gonna say that I'd probably split up from the group to try to snake around a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd let them know, and I'd give Arden one of my sending stones because Silvateth can just talk to us telepathically. That if he needed to get a hold of me, he could, but I let him know he can only use it once. So be careful when he does, if he does.
Yeah. So I'm gonna place your guys' things out. Okay. Ooh. And you guys go ahead and I would say so that's the main road where you guys would be coming in. Like I said before, you could see a little opening over here while you were going that way to where it was like broken down. Where would you guys like to go? Go ahead, Temperance. Which way do you think you would be moving?
I'm trying, just want to grab it yet.
I'm sorry, that's my fault. I need to give you guys permission. Me and Cameron.
I would think that we would want to check on the client first.
Well, I'm being cautious because what was written.
I am going to. Let's see. I wanna look around and see if I can find. I forgot her name. The woman that asked for our help. You said it was like a Dabra or something?
It's on the note. Hold on.
Alright, wait. Alright. I'm gonna hide in this.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. I would follow Silvateth if she's going to talk with Adabra.
So the there's a window here, and then there's a door on this side.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the door. Yeah.
Okay.
And call out, Lady Glam, just trying to see if I can get someone's attention.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, wait. Over there. No.
Was that Temperance?
Well, I was thinking this bale of hay, this hay over here, I was gonna hide in, but if they're over there, then I won't be able to see anything. So, I guess I'll just go in through the back door. Okay, this is the back door, right?
Yeah. Okay. So, you came. Okay. So yeah. So you came over here, right, Temperance?
I went in through that little
So
stable over here.
so
Through the
that's
gate.
like that's a storage room, okay? So did you actually go in there? That's what I was asking.
Yeah, I mean, at one point.
Are you stealthing around?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check whenever you round this corner. I'm gonna move you back over here. Go ahead and give me a stealth check real quick.
Nice.
Plus 5.
So 22.
Very nice.
I mean, I guess I could go ahead and check out the storage while I'm over there.
Well, it's what you're looking at is what you need to wait on for right now. So let's see here. As you round the corner, you said 22? Yeah, 22.
Yep.
You see around the corner, and you're hearing.
Oh God. But I'm still rounding the corner, right?
You're still rounding the corner, so this is what you see. You could tell that you haven't been seen. As you go around, you were able to like stealth through and see that.
I think I would back up a little bit, and I would use my sending stone because this seems pretty important and pretty it's on time frame, and tell him and her to run towards me or come around the corner where I went, the way I went near the storage unit, and have Silvateth and tell him to have Silvateth use telepathy because I won't be able to use the stone till dawn tomorrow. I'm letting them know that I found her. They need to hurry up and get over here and have her use telepathy if whatever, if she feels like it. But they need to hurry up and get over here. That's basically getting that.
Yeah, for sure. You guys get that message? What do you do?
How high is the roof?
I would say it's good, like 14 foot, 15 foot.
15. Okay. So, like, this edge would be 15 feet in the air.
Yeah, the edge would be about 15 feet. I would say if you wanted to jump on top of the roof, you could give me a athletics check.
Alright, because I was just wondering, because I know the standard high jump rule is 3 plus strength modifier.
Yeah.
Gets me pretty close, but not quite there.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, yeah, I'm going to see if I can jump up on top of the roof then.
Do it.
Athletics. 24.
For sure. Yeah, you get that. Did Temperance give you the sending stone already?
Yeah, he gave me the sending stone.
You hear that? Yeah, I don't know if you even communicate to Silvateth what's going on, because it's only going through your head, and Silvateth, you see him just like leap up into the sky and land 2 feet onto the roof.
Okay, so that gives me 15 feet of movement. So that would be 15. I get another 15. I look over and look over to Silverteth and says, Temperance is in trouble. I just start running across the, well, maybe not running, but walking to the other side of the roof.
Heck yeah. Go ahead and, for all of that, give me a stealth check. Unless you're not stealthing at all.
I think I would go. I could only make it to right about there.
Yeah. I agree.
I can't move my guy. Oh wait, maybe not. So yeah, I would
Okay.
the edge of the roof there. Stealth check. Okay. Let's see. 15.
15. So yeah, Temperance and Arden kind of get this glimpse of these guys just munching down on these two bodies. There's kind of a little bit of commotion going on with them, and you hear, "Oh, they took the plomo, fools! Hey, what'd you do? Why'd you get the feet? I want the feet!" And there's just a little bit of conversation going on with that.
Is the storage unit unlocked?
With the 22, you can go over there and check it without them noticing.
Okay. That's what I do.
Okay, you go over there. It's unlocked.
Yeah. Can I use the sending stone myself in order to send a message?
For sure.
Okay.
Cunning action to retreat.
So I send a message over to Temperance. I am on the roof, ready when you are.
Okay. How many times? We're only able to use it once per piece. Is that right, Jacob? Or are we able to go back and forth with it?
I want to say it's a back and forth situation. I don't remember if it's like I'm gonna call it like it's a walkie-talkie, pretty much.
Okay.
That's how I always envisioned it. Was that it was a walkie-talkie, so you guys can like communicate to each other telepathically.
Okay. I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna use my thaumaturgy to make that door open and slam. It's gonna draw their attention towards me. I'm gonna throw one of my knives and jump back over. I'll run back around.
Okay.
Or, no, I'm just gonna do that and use my cunning action to hop back up, and I can just keep doing that for a few times until he comes over. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna use my thaumaturgy to hopefully snap that door over and over again to catch their attention and get them away from the girls or the bodies.
So you keep on cutting up a little bit. Is that you're doing a what are you doing to like to give them a distraction?
The thaumaturgy, that new spell. One
Gotcha.
of the things I can do is I can make her slam for up to a minute.
Gotcha.
And then I can make whispers come from inside too at the same time for a minute.
Yeah. Let me double check on what the spell actually is reading.
It's not 20, so
Is it not 20? Nice. Yeah, you can. Whatever happens, like, what do you do to distract these guys?
I make the door to the storage unit that's nearby them open and slam over and over again, and at the same time I produce whisper sounds coming from inside that sound like people for up to a minute, and as long as it takes them to sneak up to it or walk up to it and look around, so that I can give him a chance to come down and pretty much sneak attack.
Okay. So you cause a commotion in that sounds like it's coming from in the storage unit, and they all kind of turn around and they're like, "Joe, do you think they're holding out on us, fools?" And they start heading that way for sure. They start leaving the bodies. They are completely fixated on this with the nat 20.
Arden, while they're distracted, jump down and grab the bodies and get back on the roof.
Okay. Now, okay, so
I would say you have.
Sorry.
I mean, you guys can give me checks. Silverteth, what are you doing in this situation? I think she had enough time to where like she could do something around this time.
I am. Where is it? Okay, I am going to. By this time, I'm already going to have moved over by the window, and let's see, and think I'm going to try and see if I can. Which one's the closest one to me, at least, so I can try and make an attack.
Let's say this one's full flown, going towards the door. They're all towards the door. I would say either this one. Yeah, I would say that one you could see around the corner. This one I would say you could see better, but he's not the closest one.
I'm just wondering, like, how far away is he? I can't. It won't let me do like the feet thing. I don't know how to do that.
Oh. Snap to center. If I can see it. He's about 20 feet.
20 feet. Okay, so I should be.
For the one that's 25.
To... Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take. I have like a little sling. Well, I'm gonna take my little sling and try and hit him.
Okay. In that case, go ahead and give me a stealth check before you throw it.
A stealth check. Okay.
Yeah.
Stealth. Okay. Let's see how this goes. 7.
It's only 7. You said you had like a sling. Is that what you were doing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. You round the corner, and you see like a rat, kind of like a tiny rat, just kind of like go across your feet, and it kind of like makes you jump. And you can tell that these guys turn around and they're staring directly at you with the 7. At this point, yeah, they heard you for sure. What you get a glimpse of without any insight check or anything, these guys are like humanoid rats, kind of like drooling a little bit, but still like some dried up blood they've been eating all night. They some of them are on all fours, and then you can see one of them holding a blade, or I guess 2 of them are holding blades that Temperance can see, and Arden has a good view of everything as well, and that's what you guys see right now.
And they can see her?
And they can see her now. I would say at this point, because they saw you, let's roll initiative.
Here we go. 18. All right. I like it.
Got 6.
Got 6. Oh no. Where is?
9.
Yikes.
Really cool.
So, what are we thinking? Because I was thinking
2.
if they start running towards Silverteth, I'm gonna kind of peek over the little rocks that I'm hiding behind and use the thaumaturgy to make my voice boom like 3 times as loud and grab their attention and be able to let her get away. But are you still going to grab the bodies? Or are you just going to leave them there?
Well, if they're already dead, then it might be better to take care of the rats first.
But they're being eaten. Alright.
But the immediate problem is the rats.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Either way, they're surrounded, man. So, like, literally, they're completely surrounded.
well, guys, that's about all we had in store for today. Thank you guys so much for playing today and taking time to do this. It's been a blasty blast. I think we got a lot of information, figured out a little bit more, for sure. Met a few cool people. Little Timmy is still out there being awesome. yeah, this has been a workout game out for everybody who's been watching. Every Saturday we're doing these Hex's Curse D&D runs of my campaign that I've been working on for quite a while, and everybody's kind of been waiting on me and everything else. So yeah, that's about it. If you guys like to say your goodbyes now, go ahead and do that. Have a good one, everybody.
See you next time.
Yo.
See you next time.